Welcome back. In this video, we will go over the spinal nerves. The spinal nerves, which are these structures, they all originate from the spinal cord, which is part of the central nervous system that is protected by the vertebral column. Also, the brain is part of the central nervous system that is protected by the skull. This is the occipital bone, that is one of the skull bones. This structure right here is the brain stem. We have the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla oblongata that continues inferiorly with the spinal cord. The spinal cord is also protected by three meningeal layers. So right here, this is the bone part, this is one vertebra, and we have the three meningeal layers, which are the Dura matta, the outermost layer in white, the Arachnoid matta, the middle layer in green, and the pia matta, the innermost layer. From the dorsal and the ventral aspect of the spinal cord, we have the dorsal and the ventral roots that unite and merge to give the spinal nerve, which is this structure. We have 31 pairs of spinal nerves. All spinal nerves are mixed nerves, meaning they carry both motor and sensory signals, whereas the cranial nerves, some of the cranial nerves are only sensory, others are only motor, and others are mixed. To be able to identify the spinal nerves on the vertebral column model, the best thing is to follow the vertebra. So first, we have the cervical vertebrae, which are unique by the transverse foramen. That's why we can see the blood vessel running up to this level. These are the cervical spinal nerves. Then we have the thoracic vertebrae, which are unique by the spinous process facing downwards. All these are the thoracic spinal nerves. Moving to the lumbar vertebra, all the lumbar vertebra have a blunt spinous process. So these are the lumbar spinal nerves. Moving to the sacrum, the anterior aspect of the sacrum, we can see the sacral spinal nerves right here running through the sacrum. On this model, we can't see the coccygeal spinal nerve. On the posterior and inferior aspect of the spinal cord, we have three important structures. The first is a cone-shaped structure at the level of lumbar 1 and lumbar 2 vertebra. This structure is the Cons Medullaris. At the level of the Cons Medullaris, the spinal cord proper ends. From the Cons Medullaris, we have the Cauda Equina, which is the second structure. The Cauda Equina is formed by bundles of sacral and lumbar spinal nerves that run inferiorly. So right here we can see the Cauda Equina. And the third structure is the Filum Terminale, which is the fibrous extension of the pia matta. Remember, the pia matta is the innermost layer that covers the spinal cord. And it anchors the Cons Medullaris to the coccyx right here.